Alabama football talk coming your way, courtesy Mark Rogers TV. And, of course, we couldn't do it without Stephen M. Smith of Touchdown Alabama, also his show on Fox 97.9, The Way It Is. So, Stephen, with all that coaching turnover, guys are probably walking around the complex not knowing who just walked by them, but these guys mix it up in the weight room, and they're around to introduce themselves, and, of course, team meetings to do the formal introductions. But once you get on the practice field, that's a completely different dynamic. Alabama will be doing that shortly here in the next couple of weeks. So you talk about a different environment, different coaches all over the place with different approaches, different techniques. I got to think with the head man in place, not a whole lot's going to change in regards to structure of the practices, but in regards to a voice at that particular position, positional unit, and all of that, boy, a lot of change for these guys to have to take in.
It's definitely an adjustment, and especially with, you talk about the two biggest names of the bunch, Mark, Craig Kuligowski, defensive line coach, and Dan Enos working with quarterbacks. Kuligowski's a guy that he takes 2- and 3-star kids and molds them into being 5-star guys and NFL-like talents. You look at his time at Missouri, Shane Ray, Coney Ealy, Sheldon Richardson, Marcus Golden, Harold Brantley, a lot of those guys weren't 5-star kids. And now for Kuligowski, he walks into a situation where Alabama's a machine. You got nothing but 4- and 5-star talent. So his ability to mold that and work with that, guys like Isaiah Buggs, Quentin Williams, Brian Ray, Raekwon Davis, that will be very interesting. And then also with Dan Enos and his ability to take a lot of that average run-of-the-mill talent at quarterback, Cooper Rush, Ryan Radcliffe at Central Michigan University, of course at Arkansas, Brandon and Austin Allen, and helping those guys become NFL caliber quarterbacks. Well, now you have a Jalen Hurts, a Tua Tagovailoa, a Mac Jones, and I understand a lot of people look at, well, Tua definitely has to be the quarterback next fall. I mean, did you watch the national championship game and how he performed? And yes, he made plays, put on an absolute show, but we all know how Nick Saban is. He's going to play this out to the NFL camp and see, okay, which quarterback really has it. Now, of course, Saban already pretty much has an idea of which quarterback has it, and a lot of people in the Alabama media circle knows who pretty much have it, but speculation is a part of college football, and they're going to play this out until the end of fall camp, and then Saban will make his play. But the position group I'm actually the most excited about is this offensive line under position coach Brent Key. Brent Key literally has a group that, if he plays this right, Mark, could rival the group that Alabama had under Nick Saban in 2011 and 2012, and a group that had Barrett Jones, probably the most decorative offensive lineman in Alabama history, and you pair him with Chance Warmack, DJ Fluker, William Vallejos, Anthony Steen, Cyrus Kwanjo, Ari Kwanjo. That was a group that, before the first wave of defenders can touch a running back, you're getting 5 to 6 yards a carry. A.J. McCarron, both years, 2011 and 2012, completing at least 60%. We're talking 2012, nearly a 3,000-yard passing season, 2,933 yards, 30 touchdowns to just 3 picks. And Jeff Stoutland, who was the coach of that group, one of the best in the game, Stoutland, a Super Bowl winner for the Philadelphia Eagles this past year in the NFL, being the offensive line coach there. So when you talk Brent Key and you're bringing back Jonah Williams, Ross Pierschbaker, Matt Womack, Nestor Cotton, Jedrick Wills, Alex Leatherwood, especially if Wills and Leatherwood both start, Brandon Key, Josh Casher, just a multitude of talent on that offensive line. Very excited to see what Brent Key and that group can do in spring ball.
We've got Alabama football talk for you, courtesy Stephen M. Smith of Touchdown Alabama. Join him on his show, The Way It Is, Fox at 97.9 as well. We pointed you toward the spring. Stephen, I got to say, a recent pet, a subject for you and topic has been that offensive line. You grab that offensive line immediately to talk up the offensive line, and you're just intrigued by what's going to happen up there.
This can be a very big group, Mark, I'm telling you, and especially I've watched film from this national championship game about 9 to 10 times, and when Jonah Williams went down in the second half of that game, this is your starting left tackle. This is your, all SEC, All-American type of player. This was a former 5-star out of California. And here comes Alex Leatherwood, freshman from Pensacola, 6'6", coming to fill his spot. And this young man held his own, giving Tonga Bailoa every chance in the pocket to make those throws downfield. If Leatherwood can start at left tackle, and you got Jedrick Wills, his buddy, at right tackle, and if by some form of fashion you move Jonah Williams, due to his intelligence, you move Jonah Williams to center, you look at an offensive line that would have Leatherwood at left tackle, Pierce Baker left guard, Jonah Williams center, Matt Womack right guard, Jedrick Wills at right tackle. You got yourself something. That's a serious machine along that offensive line with Jonah Williams basically calling the shots. That's really, really, really incredible for Brent Key to work with, because you got size, you got experience, you got physicality at both tackle positions, and you've got a center that, according to Raj Pierschbaker, I got a chance to talk to him, Jonah Williams analyzes film as if he's a coach on the field. And when you've got that directing traffic, that's very key along your offensive line.